Today on Girl Chat, the Me Too movement opens the door to high school students.
So freaking cool.
And Tiffany Haddish laughs off her Oscar flubs.
Damn it, why did I do that?
Exactly.
Plus, do you want to find out if he's really into you? Well, ask the love editor.
Or you could be like me. You know, I'm good.
The Real is live.
This is our question. Honey, who's ready for some live girl chat? Okay, so make sure to head over to the Real Daytime Instagram page and use the hashtag GirlChatLive to join in on our convo. So first up, the Me Too movement has been extremely successful in shedding light on the issues of sexual harassment and assault, with many brave women and men coming forward to share their stories. Now, while it certainly has everyone talking, a big question is how to talk to young kids about it. This is interesting. A new movement in schools is aiming to start that convo. The movement, called hashtag #MeTooK12, encourages young people who have faced sexual harassment or assault in schools to come forward with their stories. They want people to know that assault in schools can happen in classrooms, cafeterias, even hallways. And guess what? It's working. Students are coming forward with stories of being harassed or assaulted by classmates, teachers, even school administrators, the adults who are supposed to protect them. And when you're at work, you don't know what's happening every day in your kids' day-to-day life. So to make matters worse, research found that these adults would often fail to report or follow up on misconduct claims made by students, essentially allowing the abuse to continue. Wow. I know, let that sink in for a bit, because obviously I think, you know, everybody can remember when they were in school. Do you think it's a good idea to start the conversation early with young people?
It's never too early.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, too, you know, not only start the conversation in school, but start the conversation at home. I know I was raised by a single mom. And whenever, like, she have a new boyfriend or somebody would come by, she would always have a conversation with me. And the conversation was about, you know, is anything happening? It was. She wasn't like, is she you know, it wasn't like that, or is he touching you or whatever. But it was a conversation where I felt comfortable that she explained to me what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. And I think if we start having those conversations, especially, you know, because I'm really for single mothers, because I know what it's like. And sometimes you might have a live-in boyfriend. It's not to say you don't trust them, or you might have boyfriends or men. And the same thing can happen if you have a young boy or a young girl that's your child. I think it really starts at home to have those type of conversations because it's important.
You're absolutely spot on. Definitely keep that communication open and do, you know, start having those conversations the moment they actually are able to express themselves. For Aiden's 5-year checkup, my pediatrician gave me some amazing advice, and I had that conversation with Aiden, and there's like a pit in your stomach while you're having that conversation with your young child, because there is, you know, a possibility that could happen, and it's happening to young children right now. And the greatest advice my pediatrician told me was, make sure that you don't give your child's private parts nicknames. Really tell them exactly what it is. Tell your child, this is your penis. These are your testicles. This is your vagina. Because if something happens, they have to be able to explain it exactly to a detective or a police officer. And it's very uncomfortable, but you have to do it. So the earlier, the better. And you just tell them, listen, if somebody touches you without your permission, I don't care who it is.
Right.
You tell mommy or you tell daddy.
Yes,
Right.
that is
Yeah.
This is a conversation that really affects me personally, because when I think about why am I so passionate to spend the rest of my life protecting people who are violated by their rights. Trafficking is one thing, sex trafficking is a major thing, but it does come down to the moments that you just let it slip when it comes to the first time you experience any form of harassment or abuse. And I realized that I grew up in a culture, a Vietnamese culture, where you don't talk about sex. All I knew from Mama Mai and my dad to protect me was, do not get pregnant and do not have sex. Like, you're not having sex. It wasn't even an option to talk about dating a boy you liked, kissing. It was just done, ironclad. So as I grew up, I remember the one time I got the closest to instruction of what sexual harassment looks like. And it was this piece of paper, and it was a picture of a hand touching a knee. And they said, this is okay. And then the next picture showed the hand moving to the thigh, and it said, not okay. And I remember for me, I thought, oh, wow, like, we actually have to talk about this now. Like, that's not okay. And I registered it, just like you do as a kindergartner. You think, when you say stop, drop, and roll, I know what you're referring to. Earthquakes, you know, things like that. But I never knew that it's not just the hand and where that goes. This is not okay. The words you say to me are not okay. The way you look at me down the hallway is not okay.
Absolutely.
So I realized later, y'all, like, I'm not giving myself props. I didn't know in my 20s. I didn't know when I get hollered at in my mid-20s and even in my 30s. I'm now learning. This is getting everybody woke to what's okay. So I'm learning now that it's important to have this conversation, not only about what's okay and what's not okay, but to teach your kid to build their own boundaries with what is okay. Here's why, right? My girlfriend's in school. Absolutely, they would call out, like, look at Jeannie's booty, like, because, you know, I don't have one, and that's okay. My girlfriend, Tamara, pats it all the time, and that's okay for me. She is my friend, I trust her. My boundary is comfortable with you because I know you. But that doesn't mean when I walk down the street that you can comment on what my butt looks like, because I don't know you like that. Permission for so teach your kids the boundaries that are okay
and
with
what's
them.
the consent and things like that.
And just for the parents out there, if you have difficulty having that conversation, there are actually books out there that'll help you. There's a book called I Said No, a kid-to-kid guide to keeping private parts private, and Your Body Belongs to You. So make sure you guys check out those books on Amazon.
That is so informative. I also think it's important that we charge the adults as well, that if someone comes to you and tells you something's wrong, take them seriously, listen to them, hear them out, and follow it out to making sure that that child is protected. Don't take it lightly. I know sometimes we can be like, you know, like you said, even if they're using code words, try to understand and hear that this child is crying out to you and trusting you with information. Don't take it lightly.
Exactly.
Protect that child, help that child.
It's good that schools are doing this, so good work, schools. You know. Someone who has made the most of his high school experience is NBA superstar LeBron James. And yesterday, LeBron reached a major milestone as he became just the 7th player ever to score 30,000 career points. Go ahead, LeBron! Everybody was so proud of him, but nobody was prouder of LeBron than LeBron. Before the game, LeBron posted a picture of himself back in his high school days saying, in part, quote, "Want to be one of the first to congratulate you on this achievement tonight. Only a handful has seen it, and while I know it's never been a goal of yours from the beginning, please try to take a moment for yourself on how you've done it. Congrats again, young king." Now, some people made fun of James's self-congratulations, while others love the fact that LeBron is his biggest fan. Drake even put up a post on his Instagram congratulating LeBron and bragging about Spotify streams for his latest single, God's Plan. So,
I love that song.
You know, never too late to promote your own self. Now, ladies, what do you think of LeBron's humble brag?
I'm here for it, because sometimes while you're motivating yourself, you're motivating others, and you have to remind yourself who you are. I can remember after Sister Sister going on auditions, and I forgot how to audition because I had been working on a show for so long. And I had to look at myself in the mirror and remind myself, Tamara, you played Tamara Campbell on Sister Sister. You got this. Because actually there's a 1 in 4 million chance of somebody being booked on a sitcom. So I was like
1 in 4 million.
Wow. Yes, which is basically a lot of zeros, a lot of zeros and 2 5. So I was like, you know what? I got this. Do this.
You have to tell yourself that.
Yes. You know, and he's played 1,107 games. That's a lot. And he's only the 7th person. The NBA has been around since 1949. Yes. Wow. That is a major accomplishment. And you know what? Kobe congratulated him. He's always looked up to Kobe. Kobe sent out a tweet. A lot of people sent out a tweet. And his wife, Savannah, was also on there. You know what? I'm just feeling something, you guys. I think sometimes we all need to pat ourselves on the back.
I was just
so you know what? Send your own on Instagram or on Twitter. Put your own. Put something that you are happy or proud of yourself. I don't care if you went to work today, if you got up early, if you just something. So send it to us and hashtag the Real Season 4, Real S4, and I'll retweet some of the stuff. Okay?
That is. I actually love the idea that
great.
He wasn't just congratulating himself. I think there's a deeper meaning in this. He actually put a photo of himself up when he was in high school.
Yeah.
And I think that it's such a healthy thing. We've even done it on the show, writing letters to your younger self.
Yes.
What would you say to your younger self? And I think in this, he's looking at this young kid who had a dream, who had a goal, and now he's accomplished it, and he's saying congratulations, not just to himself now, but to that young boy in that picture.
Love it.
And I think that's so special.
And to piggyback on what you're saying, when you really read his words, he actually then turns into thanking the people around him that helped him make it possible. God, you know, his family. And I love what you're initiating now, because I did this over Christmas. I was home with my parents and I saw a picture of myself, and it just flashed over me, because when I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, I remembered this girl, what she was wearing, what I was thinking when I put that outfit together, what I wanted to be when I permed my hair, and how sassy I wanted to get. And it reminded me that if you don't know where to find self-love, you're gonna spend the rest of your life trying to find it somewhere else.
It's true.
And the best movie, I'm gonna just bring this up. The best movie right now that I encourage everybody to watch, it's an Oscar-nominated movie, is I, Tonya. It's a perfect example of what happens to a young person if they don't know how to find self-love. They get into the wrong habits to perpetually
hang out with the wrong people.
And so don't try to find it in someone else. Some people don't know how to love you out in those streets. Find the way to love yourself.
Love yourself first. I love that, Tina. Well, speaking of being able to laugh at yourself, yesterday, Tiffany Haddish had the honor of announcing the Oscar nominations and had a little trouble pronouncing some of the nominees' names. Despite that fact, people seem to love Tiffany as the host, including Best Adapted Screenplay nominee Michael H. Weber, who tweeted, quote, Tiffany Haddish can mispronounce my name any way she wants.
He's excited.
Well, Tiffany saw Michael's tweet and responded saying, I am so sorry. I just felt like I was a substitute teacher in a Key and Peele skit. I was having an Peele
you know exactly
an
which
unreal
one it is.
experience. So grateful. You are cool. Congratulations. So, ladies,
that's a good skit.
Can you relate to Tiffany? Lonnie, do you ever have a little trouble with people's names?
The shade!
All of us do.
No,
don't we?
I know.
We all you just stumbled. This is just what we do. When it's live, first of all, I want to give it up to Tiffany, because to get up that early in the morning, and she probably wasn't quite prepared, you do mispronounce names.
But
now,
also,
I also want to say that everybody wasn't happy. There was some people that they went in on her. Serafina tweeted, it might have been nice if Tiffany Haddish had taken a moment to learn the pronunciations of the nods' names. It's only one of the biggest days of their lives. Now, I want to say, you got to understand where Tiffany come from. Me and her kind of come from the same cloth. She was raised in foster care system, so maybe it's not the best education. Maybe they don't, study phonics. But the thing is that she's a survivor. And for her to go from where she was to be here on the Oscar stage worldwide, I think you got to kind of give her a break.
You could have a doctorate, and some people's names are just not easy to pronounce.
And she might not have known those names, you guys. You might not be allowed. That's top secret up until it's announced.
I'm number one. Every day there is a name out here that y'all see me, and we could run tape on me struggling to pronounce. And you can put it in phonetically. But in my mind, I'm seeing it one kind of way. But this is the thing. I keep trying,
yes,
and I want Tiffany to keep trying.
Keep trying. I'm sorry. We just did an award show, the NAACP award.
That was hard.
There were names that were literally like X, Y, and Z, A.
Yeah.
You tell me how to pronounce that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Different cultures. It's hard.
Yeah.
And
I just want to apologize to Marseille when she won her NAACP Image Award. She's a lovely actress on Blackish.
Yes, love her.
I said Marseille. So, and I have... I graduated with honors from Pepperdine University, so I agree with what you ladies say. It's just sometimes it is just hard to pronounce certain names.
And
as long as you do it confidently, you're cool.
Okay.
But I want to, you're cool.
Because the spelling, her name is spelled M-A-R-S-A-I. You could think that's Sai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sweetie.
Okay, I want to take this into a different direction real quick, okay?
What?
In this world, there are two types of people. One that will correct you when you say their name wrong. Be like, no, it's actually Lucy or whatever it is.
Right.
And then there's others who sit by and just let it slide. And we four here, I'm keeping it real. We have absolutely been guilty of letting it slide a time and a half. Like, we've had reporters.
Oh, they murder our name.
Oh, like shots fired. And you'll see our face because we'll be like, Jeannie, or no, it'll be like Jenny Love.
Guys,
Jenny.
at the NAACP Awards, they kept calling me and Tamara and Adriana. Tamara and Adriana. And we were just like,
and they were just quiet, and then I was like, it's Tamara and Adrian, man. I just, you know,
that first NAACP luncheon we went to, they announced Jeannie on the stage, and we have here Jenny May.
We
were like, Loney.
Yes,
Loney.
So I think there has to be something. I'm guilty of being that person.
Yes.
How do you correct somebody? Because sometimes you don't want to be rude, but it's wrong. So
I think sometimes you could just do it as a joke. Like, girl, my name is Tamara.
Or don't embarrass them in front of everybody and take them to the side and be like, hey, just wanted to help you. My name is actually Adrian.
Remember Gabrielle Cinnabon?
Yes.
Yeah, I was calling her Cinnabon or something like that. And it was like, but she waited until after the segment, and she was like, girl, this is my... And so it's
she
like,
did it
it's the way to do it. It was perfect. So that's, you know...
With a smile.
Now, a few weeks ago, 1.5 million citizens of Hawaii got woken up by a very unusual alarm. They received an extreme emergency alert on their phones telling them that a ballistic missile was heading for the island and that it was not a drill. Do you guys remember hearing about this?
Yes.
It was crazy.
Fainted.
Exactly. Well, it wasn't a drill, but lucky for Hawaiian citizens, it was a false alarm. Thank God.
Lord.
Exactly. After the scare, the governor of Hawaii, David Ige, was questioned as to why it took him so long to inform the panicking public on... We weren't even in Hawaii, and we were panicking for them. Why it took him so long to alert them on social media that the threat wasn't real. Well, the governor told reporters this week that the reason it took him so long was because he couldn't remember his Twitter login or password.
It happens.
The governor said he put the app on his phone to make Twitter more accessible, but for the time being, his account will be controlled by his staff.
Wow.
Ladies, can you relate to the governor's mistake?
Yeah, I've done it before.
We know.
Yes, you just...
Tell them why.
Oh, man. Okay.
What happened?
Don't judge me. My Twitter handle is now Tamara Mori2, T-W-O, because my initial Twitter account was Tamara Mori. My sister had to convince me to get on Twitter in the first place. So we had a couple of drinks that night, and I finally made the account, but I could not remember my password to save my life. So I didn't remember, so I had to create a new one, and I couldn't think of a, new name, so I just put Tamara Mori2. And it wasn't until 4 years later when I had some more drinks that I actually remembered that password. And then I deactivated the Tamara Mori account because Tamara Mori 2 already got verified.
Yeah, so I had mad followers.
Yes, it had mad followers. So if I would have changed, I would have lost
I wish
that
you
account.
called me.
And I know.
I have contacts at Twitter that could have switched that. But
I know.
Dang, but I always wondered why you had that too. I thought you were trying to remind us that you were a second twin.
Yeah. Can't we just change it back? Now we've alerted all of you.
No, you can't. The moment I change the name, it won't be verified anymore.
Yeah. We got Connect. She just said we can fix it.
We can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You should just be Tamara Mori Housley or just Tamara Mori.
But everybody got used to to Tamara Mori too now.
Well, I'm telling them, get over it. She's gonna be Tamara Mori.
No, it's so crazy. My friend is the VP of Twitter from the Bay Area. Hey, what's up, Tony? And yes, okay. But anyway, I wanna ask you. Okay, so this was me too. Anybody else have a lot of problems remembering their passwords? Because you have so many for your like Spotify, Netflix, your home, everything. Okay, so I always forgot passwords, always, and it's actually the most dangerous thing because people can jump into hackers, and that's a dime a dozen now. So my brother taught me how to memorize your password. Are you ready?
Yes.
Because I've done it now, and it's been a year, and I'm so good at it.
Okay.
So come up with whatever phrase you know only you would remember. Let's pretend it's yes, girl. Let's just say yes, girl, right?
Right.
Whatever that is, that's your secret phrase, right?
Okay.
Take the letter of whatever account it is. So if it's Spotify, it's an S.
Okay.
If it's Gmail, it's a G. Capitalize it because you always want the combinations of capitalizations, letters,
and
numbers. So it'll be capitalized S, yes, girl, 1 and an exclamation point. So the sandwiched outer edges should always be the letter, capitalized letter of the whatever it is.
Yes.
Netflix
1
N.
exclamation point.
And a 1 exclamation point with that nice yes, girl in the middle. And you will have whatever it is, yes, girl, 1 exclamation point for all your codes. They're all different. Nobody can hack and get in there.
I hope that Trump isn't watching our show right now because I low-key want him to forget his login password too.
We all know the passwords now. That's
your own phrase. No, your own phrase. Nobody knows your phrase.
No, yours is probably honey. Gmail, honey.
If you got hacked, now you know why.
You're really good, Lonnie. What's mine?
No.
What's mine?
Lonnie. Hey, oh no, yours is Adam.
No.
You know that's hers.
Yeah, but you know Lonnie's is gonna be brown liquor with 2 Ks.
So you gave all our passwords.
What's Adrian?
I've got it's Gmail. It's a G. Absolutely. Number 1 exclamation point.
Lonnie, I think there was something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I see you guys. I see the comments about what I said about Tiffany and myself. Tiffany being a foster care person. I'm not saying that foster kids are not smart or not educated. I'm not saying that kids from the projects are not smart or not educated. What I meant to say is that we both come from tough backgrounds, and you got to give us a break. We are learning, and sometimes that's just how it is. So it's no disrespect to foster kids or people growing up in the projects. As you can see, you can still make it, and that's what I meant, no matter what your background.
Thank you for that, Lonnie. Thank you for that. Well, it's wintertime, y'all, which means everyone is sporting cute winter jackets along with matching hats and scarves. But let me ask a question. When is the last time you washed them? Well, you may want to rush to the washing because your winter clothes might be making you sick. That's right. According to the New York Post, germs and bacteria build up on specific winter clothes, which can lead to sneezing or worse. In fact, microbiologist Charles Gerba says you should wash your winter clothes once a week.
Whoa.
So, ladies, keep it real. When was the last time you washed your winter wardrobe?
Immediately after wearing.
Really, Jeannie?
Yes. Guys, since season 1, I talk about the fact that I don't wear my street clothes in my bed sheets. I do not go into my bed unshowered. I don't wear shoes in my house. I unpack immediately after I get home because I'm so glad there's a freaking survey and there's actually facts now about
I think
critters.
they're talking about like your winter coat. Like I don't wash my winter coat every time I wear it.
Yeah.
You don't.
Not every time I wear it.
Bill, girl.
Okay, so this is what you do. You don't have to dry clean all the time. That gets expensive. Hello, I'm Asian. I know how to save $1.
Okay.
But what
do you do?
So what I do is I clean them after, like, say, a big trip. If you're traveling and you go through airports and public places, like the subways, you absolutely have to clean because you're sitting on like chairs,
rubbing on
millions of people.
So after
have
a big trip or maybe
big trip, or if you can do monthly, that's worth it. Every month, clean your winter coats.
But what about your scarves and your gloves? Because we use those a lot.
And when you say wash them, like, how am I washing them? I just throw, like, I can't throw, like, my faux fur jacket in the washing machine.
That takes a dry clean, but here's what I did.
Clean.
I actually invested in a sanitizing laundry machine. So your laundry machine, nowadays, they come with a button where you can sanitize.
Them.
Oh, I have that.
And all you gotta throw it in, and it doesn't shrink, it doesn't use water,
And
it doesn't
for
waste
us regular
electricity.
people, we gotta go to the dry cleaner.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's serious.
No.
Serious.
No,
Wait, I just have a question.
What?
How effective is dry cleaning and a good wash? Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes when you take your clothes to the dry cleaner, you still see that same spot, and you're like, wait a minute.
Stains are different.
Okay.
The heat is what kills
the germs. Good
and
to
guys,
know.
if you think
Good
this
to
is
know.
expensive, how priceless is your health?
Yeah, well, or get some stuff that you can throw in the washer. Like there's some scarves and gloves, like the cloth ones. You could put in once a week and
I'll
wash
tell you,
it.
can you put a bubble jacket like a North Face in the washing machine?
No, I think you can just not dry it. You can hang dry it.
You can.
Yeah.
I can put my North Face bubble jacket
just hang it up. Don't put it in the dryer.
Okay, so guys, this is what I'm getting told. Cold water.
Okay.
We gotta go.
Delicate cycle. And you can wash it in the washing machine.
There we go.
You just
right back into summer, girl.
This is my favorite part of the show. Caller, what's your name?
Oh my God.
Ladies, I'm Dorothy.
Hi, baby.
How are you?
Wait, who's our little friend here who's watching the reel too?
So cute.
Yeah, this is little Aiden.
Aiden?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
That's my son's name. I love that name. Oh my goodness.
That's so cool. Okay, wait, so we want to know, do you have plans for the big day?
No, today I'm kind of just relaxing at home. I'm still on maternity leave, so I'm just spending a lot of time with my son.
That's amazing.
Got it. The best time of the life.
It is.
Hey,
Those moments are
so
precious.
cute.
Well, since we have you here, we'd love to play a quick game with you. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, are you interested in winning a little money?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, well, there you go.
All right. Okay, here's how it works. When we say go, we need you to put Aiden down. Leave your phone. As a matter of fact, why don't you put Aiden down right now?
Yeah.
I want it to be safe, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aiden, get comfy, boo.
Yeah, he's so precious.
Those
Oh,
cheeks, man.
you know.
Good name, Tam.
I know.
Good name.
It's a strong name.
I know. Good, strong
Okay.
name. Now, you'll have 20 seconds to find a certain something around your house. Once you find it, bring it back and you show us and you'll win. Does it sound good, girl?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Great. We want you to find us a vacuum. Go.
Oh my God, I love it. Things that
I always think if this was my house, would I be able to do this?
I know. It's his
I think that you are so organized. I have a
Come on, you can do this. Oh my goodness. Is she gonna make it?
You did it, and you just won yourself an easy $100. And that definitely doesn't suck. You get it? Vacuum. Suck. Okay.
Where was your vacuum? Where was it?
Actually right here in the living room, so I just ran and got
Where it should be, because you're a clean mama, aren't you?
Yeah, I try to be.
Thank you.
I love it. Yeah, bring Aiden back.
Yeah, you can bring Aiden
There
back
he
now.
goes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for
Oh
calling
my
in,
God,
Joy.
he's so cute.
Nowadays, there are so many ways to find love. Not to mention all the dating sites out there. It can be confusing. But sometimes your crush may be telling you how they really feel without saying so. So it's all in their behavior. Want to find out if he's really into you? Just ask the Love Editor.
As reporters, we've taken an oath to keep it real with everyone who writes us asking for relationship advice. And our first letter is from, am I wasting my time? She says she met a guy who she's really into. They've only gone out on one date, but they've been texting back and forth for weeks. But here's the problem. Whenever she brings up hanging out again, he ignores the question and doesn't respond. She wants to know if he's into her or not. Jeannie, why don't you take this one?
Gladly. Oh my gosh. Now, this looks like he is straight up breadcrumbing you.
Oh.
Okay? This is when someone you like seems to like you, but only keeps the conversation surface and never commits to hanging out again. They don't try to make plans. They'll either change the subject or just flat out ignore you. This is the same person that likes to like your social media posts, but can't give you a text back. If you find that most of your conversations are via text only, girl, run. My advice, he's not that into you, boo. Get out before you waste more time.
People should be more honest. The truth hurts, but it's better to know now than never.
That's
okay,
right.
Our next letter is from Love Lost. It says, she's starting to see a guy that fell head over heels for her really fast, literally within a few weeks. She says she thought things were moving too quickly at first, but the guy did all the right things like calling, compliments, etc. She wants to know if she did something wrong. Adrienne, let me know.
Okay, girl, let me tell you, it's not you. This has love bombing written all over it, which is the complete opposite of breadcrumbing. Love lost. Your love bomber quickly fell in love, won you over, but had no intentions of committing. So he flipped the script once you started to catch feelings.
Say what?
Pay attention to those red flags, let me tell you. Those guys that are professing their love early into the relationship isn't always genuine if they don't really know you. Wow. This is just a pattern for them, and they will do this to the next person because they love themselves more than they love anyone else.
Wow. Okay.
That's a good one, too.
Wow, okay, that is tough love, but we gotta keep it going. Now, we've got more people to help. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, Flirtation on 100 says that she's seeing someone she likes, but she can't commit because she likes to flirt and keep her options open just in case someone else better comes along. Ooh. Lonnie, what do you think of this?
You know, I can tell you exactly what's going on here. She's caught the cushioning bug. And this is the type of person you don't want to fall in love with. She's the type of person that sees endless options and avoids getting deeply emotional with a person. Signs of a cushioner are hiding their phone from you, flirting with others in public, and lying about who they're talking to. So if you're looking for a committed and monogamous relationship, anyone that treats you like this is not the one.
That's right. You better tell them, Lonnie.
Good.
Beware of the cushioner. They are a waste of time. Now, lastly, we got a letter from What Are We Doing Here? She says, ready for this?
Yes. Come on.
She's been dating a cutie for about 5 months. She thinks things are going well, but every time she tries to get clarification on their relationship status, to her dismay, her boob daddy hits her with the, oh, we're just hanging out line. Tamara, is this guy into her or not?
This is straight out of the Player's Handbook, Chapter 17, page 588.
Come on, tell him.
He's avoiding DTR, and DTR stands for defining the relationship. He's not defining the relationship because he's not looking for a relationship. Similar lines, a guy or girl like this will feed someone are, let's not think about it, or let's just see where this goes naturally. They'll even dismiss your questions by saying that you're overreacting. But it's always important to see where you stand with someone, so don't fall for it.
That's right.
And my advice is to avoid this person at all costs, but keep in mind that just because a person doesn't want to commit is not your fault. And you can't change someone if they don't want to change.
Let them know.
The best thing you can do for yourself is walk away. Remember, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Is there anything better than winning some quick cash? I think not. And what could be easier than a game where you bet on us and our pop culture knowledge to earn some dollar bills, y'all? Game on! It's time to play Ante Up! Tell our lovely audience how we play.
Thanks, Tam. I'm over here with our dope audience, and you know how this goes. Yes, you guys. Give yourself humble brag applause. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna ask my faboosh co-host a trivia question about pop culture, okay? Every answer will be a number. Now, if you're chosen to be a contestant, your job is to tell me whether you think the real answer is higher, lower, or spot on than the answer that they give, okay? If you're right, you're gonna go home with $100 that I got here. Okay? So you ready? Ready? Let's do this. Who's ready to ante up? Woo! Okay, first up, we have here from Miami, Florida, Janelle Nita. Where you at, Mom? Hi. How are you? All right, Janelle. Yes. Are you ready for this? Yes. Are you feeling lucky?
Yes.
Okay, let's just see how lucky you are. The first question goes for our girl, Tam.
Yes.
In the last Winter Olympic Games in 2014, how many medals did Team USA win overall?
Oh, my.
2014.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
2014. Oh, yeah, because it's...
4 years ago. What was
Do you remember yesterday?
No. Americans as a whole.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say...
Mind meld you, come on.
30.
30, okay.
8.
Oh.
38. Okay, Janelle, you just heard Tam's answer, so it's time to ante up for $100. Do you think her real answer, the real answer, is higher, lower, or spot on with what Tam said? Audience, help her out. Here we go. in 2014, so that means you just got paid, sister. All right, next up from Lake Eisner, California, it is Ruth Ruiz. Get over here. Okay, so Ruth, do you feel confident on betting on our munchkin over there, Adrian?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Aid, we're counting on you, girl. No pressure. Fix your face. You got this.
I'm worried for myself, but okay.
Here's your question, Adrian. What year did Mariah Carey receive her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Oh, gosh, this was just recent. This was recent. Okay, so it definitely wasn't this year, because we're in 28. Maybe 2017?
Okay.
Or was that the year before? They're all running together, all the years. All the years. It's going
Come on, you
by
want
very
to win her some money, Adrian.
Was it 2016 or 2017? Okay, my heart wants to say 2016.
Okay, you're going to say 2016?
2016.
Got you. Okay, Ruth. Adrian says 2016. Do you think her answer is higher, lower, or spot on with what it is? Help, 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 help. Who knows Mimi's date? Okay, all you. Give it to me, girl.
I'm going to say spot on.
Oh, no.
I told you not to bet on me. You
Mimi
know
got
I
her
didn't
Hollywood
know.
Walk of Fame star in 2015.
I was so close.
That was lower.
I remember
So it's okay, though.
baby.
You still get a priceless T-shirt from The Rio. Okay.
So close.
Now, our last contestant is here. My neighbor from Los Angeles, California, Taylor Strong. Where you at, girl? All right. Okay. Ooh, look at your nails. Okay, now, you're ready to win some cash? Here's your question. The last question is for Lonnie over there. According to IMDb, how tall, girl, is Idris Elba? Come on, Lonnie.
6'2", baby.
Oh, the confidence. Okay, higher, lower, spot on. What is it? Okay, what is it?
Spot on.